So students, let's begin today with the chapter the infinitive. You all must be aware what an infinitive is. The word to is treated as the infinitive because it is used after a verb and then one more verb can be used after the infinitive. So infinitive is a common topic though we do not study it from 6th to 10th class, but we use it in our writing and in the chapters also. So let's begin with the infinitive. Before we begin with the rules, first see some examples and then try to understand what the infinitive is. Okay, so first read these sentences and then come to a conclusion about what the infinitives are. Okay, so first example, the first sentence is I want to go. Second sentence is they tried to find fault with us. The forms to go and to find are infinitives. So after studying these two sentences, we may draw on a conclusion that the infinitive is the base of a verb often followed by to. Okay, some more examples for you to understand what an infinitive is. So when I say to err is human, here in this sentence I have used the infinitive as the subject of the sentence. Second sentence, birds love to sing. Here in this sentence, to infinitive has been used after the verb love, so it is used here as the object of the verb love. Third sentence, to respect our parents is our duty. Fourth sentence, he refused to obey the orders. And the fifth sentence is, many men desire to make money quickly. In sentence first, the infinitive like a noun is the subject of the verb is okay. In sentence second, the infinitive like a noun is the object of the verb love. In sentence third, the infinitive like a noun is the subject of the verb is, but like a verb it also takes an object. Okay. In the fourth sentence, the infinitive like a noun is the object of the verb refused, but like a verb it also takes an object. Okay, to obey after to obey we have used the orders. So the orders is the object of the verb obey. In the fifth sentence, the infinitive like a noun is the object of the verb desire, but like a verb it also takes an object and is modified by an adverb. Okay, quickly is the adverb here in this sentence. Now we again draw a conclusion from these five sentences that it will be seen that the infinitive is a kind of noun with certain features of the verb, especially that of taking an object when the verb is transitive and adverbial qualifiers. In short, the infinitive is a verb noun. So now the word to is frequently used with the infinitive but is not an essential part or sign of it. There are certain verbs like bid, let, make, need, dare, see, hear, okay, with which we do not use the infinitive to. Okay, we can say bid him go there, I bade him go, let him sit here, I will not let you go. There are, with these verbs we do not use to infinitive. Okay. For example, when I say bid him goodbye, I'm not using to in this sentence. Okay. When I say I bade him go, I'm not using to before the verb go. When I say let me sit here, I'm not using to before the verb sit. So with these verbs we do not use to in the infinitives. I won't let you go. In this sentence also I am not using to before the verb go. Okay. Make him stand. I'm not using the word to before the verb stand in this sentence. We need not go today. Here also I'm not using to before the verb go because here we have used need. Okay. With see, I saw him do it. Again, I'm not using to before the verb do. So these are the examples that with certain verbs we do not use to in the infinitives. Okay. One more important thing which should be kept in mind is that the infinitive with to is also used after the verbs will, would, shall, should, may, might, can, could, and must. For example, when I say I will pay the bill, you should work harder. He can speak 5 languages, etc. One more thing, the infinitive without to is also used after had better, had rather, would rather, sooner than, rather than. Okay, for example, when I say you had better ask permission. Here in this sentence I am not using the word to before the verb ask. One more sentence, I had rather play than work. In this sentence also I am not using the word to before the verb play and work. Okay. One more sentence, I would rather die than suffer so. Again, in this sentence I am not using the word to before the verb die and suffer. So it is clear that the word to can be omitted in certain situations, okay, with certain verbs, with certain modal auxiliaries, and with certain expressions like had better, had rather, would rather, sooner than, rather than. Okay. Now let us come to the use of the infinitive. Use of the infinitive. The infinitive with or without adjuncts may be used like a noun. Okay. So they can be used first as the subject of a verb. Okay. For example, to find fault is easy. Here in this sentence, I have used the infinitive in the beginning of the sentence, so it works as the subject of the sentence. One more example to prove the same point. To err is human. Again, I have used the infinitive in the beginning of the sentence as the subject. Okay. So in this sentence also the infinitive does the work of a subject. The second use of that infinitive is that it is used as the object of a transitive verb. For example, I do not mean to read. Here in this sentence, mean is the transitive verb and after which we have used to read, which is the object of the verb mean. And to read is the infinitive here in this sentence. So to read as an infinitive has been used as the object of the verb mean. One more example. He likes to play cards. Or he likes to play cricket. In this sentence also, likes is the verb and to play cricket is the infinitive, and we have used to play cricket after the transitive verb like. So to play cricket is the object of the verb like here. Okay. Another use of the infinitive is that it can be used as the complement of a verb. For instance, her greatest pleasure is to sing. One more sentence. His custom is to write daily. In both these two sentences, her greatest pleasure is the first part of the sentence. Okay, and we have used the infinitive to sing after the verb is. So here to sing is the complement of the verb. Again in the second sentence, his custom is the first part of the sentence, it is the subject, and then we have used the infinitive to write daily after the verb is as the complement of this verb. So to sing and to write daily both are the complements of the verb is. Got it? Now, next use of the infinitive is that the infinitive can be used as the object of a preposition. For example, he had no choice but to obey. The speaker is about to begin. Here in the second sentence, the preposition about is given and after which we have used the infinitive to begin as the object of it. Okay. The next use of the preposition is that it can be used as an objective complement. Like, I saw him go. I heard her cry. Now some specific uses of the infinitive are that the infinitive is also used to qualify a verb usually to express purpose. Okay, the example of this use is he came to my house to see me. To see me is the infinitive and it has been used here after he came to my house to show the purpose. We eat to live. To live is the infinitive here and it shows the purpose of eating. He killed him to save himself. In this sentence also, to save himself is the infinitive and it has been used to show the purpose of killing somebody. Okay. Next specific use of the infinitive is that the infinitive can also be used to qualify an adjective. For instance, when I say figs are good to eat, figs are good to eat. Here in this sentence, good is the adjective and after which we have used the infinitive to eat. So here in this sentence, the infinitive to eat is qualifying the adjective good. One more example. This medicine is pleasant to take. Again in this sentence, pleasant is the adjective and after which we have used the infinitive to take. So the infinitive to take here qualifies the adjective present. One more sentence to prove the same point. He is too ill to do any work. Again, ill is the adjective and after which we have used the infinitive to do any work and it is qualifying the adjective ill here in this sentence. Clear? Now, one more specific use of the infinitive is that it can be used to qualify a noun. For instance, this is not the time to play. Here in this sentence, time is the noun which is being qualified by the infinitive to play. One more example, you will have to cause to repent. To cause has been used here as the noun and it is being qualified with the infinitive to repent. A cause is the cause is the noun here which is being qualified with the infinitive to repent. Let's take one more example. This house is to let. This house is to let. House is the noun here which is being qualified with by the infinitive is to let. Another specific use of the infinitive is that it can be used to qualify a sentence. For instance, when I say to tell the truth, I quite forgot my promise. Here in this sentence, I quite forgot my promise is the complete sentence which is being qualified by the infinitive word to tell the truth. One more example to prove the same point is he was petrified, so to speak. In this sentence also he was petrified is the sentence which is being qualified by the infinitive to speak. So in this manner we come to know about the different uses of the infinitive. To the infinitive can be used with to as well as without to. We have seen in the example cited above that the infinitive can be mentioned with to or without to. Depends upon the situations, depends upon the certain verbs. Okay. One more thing which is to be kept in mind is that when the infinitive is thus used, it is called the gerundial or qualifying infinitive. It means whenever the infinitives are used to qualify either a noun or an adjective or a verb or a sentence, they will be called the gerundial or qualifying infinitive. Now it will be seen that in first and second sentences the gerundial infinitive does the work of an adverb, in third it does the work of an adjective, in fourth it is used absolutely. Okay. The infinitive may be active or passive. When active it may have a present and a perfect form and may merely name the act, or it may represent progressive or continued action. For instances, in active category of the infinitive, we may quote for present to love, okay, and for perfect to have loved. For present continuous, to be loving, and for perfect continuous, to have been loving. For passive, in present, to be loved, and for perfect, to have loved, to have been loved. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.